What if I told you that this weekend, 9 states across America will be releasing stimulus payments worth up to $340 directly into bank accounts, and Social Security Administration recipients are about to get their biggest surprise of the year? You're probably thinking this sounds too good to be true, but stay with me, because what I'm about to reveal could literally change your financial situation before Monday morning arrives. If you want to stay updated on all the latest stimulus news, payment schedules, and benefit updates that could put money directly in your pocket, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss critical information that affects your finances. The weekend is approaching fast, and across 9 specific states, government systems are preparing to release what could be the largest single stimulus payment distribution we've seen this year. The $340 figure isn't just a random number thrown around social media. This represents the maximum payment amount that eligible recipients in these targeted states could receive based on their specific circumstances, family size, and income qualifications. But here's where it gets interesting, and why SSA recipients need to pay extra attention. The Social Security Administration has been working behind the scenes with state governments to ensure that individuals receiving Social Security benefits, Social Security disability insurance, supplemental security income, and other federal benefit programs don't get left out of these state-specific relief programs. Historically, there have been issues where people receiving federal benefits were accidentally excluded from state stimulus programs due to bureaucratic complications. But this time, the coordination appears to be much more streamlined. The 9 states that are preparing for this weekend's distribution have been carefully selected based on several factors. These states have shown the most efficient processing systems, the highest need based on economic indicators, and the most comprehensive databases that can quickly identify and verify eligible recipients. While I can't reveal all 9 states until the official announcements are made later today, I can tell you that the list includes states from different regions of the country, ensuring that this isn't just concentrated in one geographic area. What makes this weekend particularly significant is the timing. Government payment systems typically process large distributions during weekends to avoid overwhelming the banking infrastructure during regular business hours. This means that if you're eligible and enrolled in direct deposit, you could wake up Monday morning to find thousands of dollars in your account that weren't there on Friday. For Social Security Administration recipients, the process works slightly differently than it does for other groups. The SSA has established direct communication channels with these 9 state governments, allowing them to cross-reference federal benefit databases with state eligibility requirements. This means that if you're receiving Social Security retirement benefits, disability payments, or SSI, the states can automatically verify your identity and eligibility without requiring you to file separate applications or jump through additional bureaucratic hoops. The $340 maximum payment amount is calculated based on several factors that vary from state to state. Some states are using a base payment amount and then adding supplements based on family size, with additional amounts for each dependent. Other states are calculating payments based on previous year tax returns, current income levels, and specific hardship criteria. The beauty of this system is that the calculations are being done automatically, so recipients don't need to worry about complex formulas or wondering if they're getting the correct amount. But let's talk about what you need to do right now to make sure you don't miss out. The most critical factor is ensuring that your direct deposit information is current and accurate with both the Social Security Administration and your state's Revenue or Treasury Department. If you've moved recently, changed banks, or updated your account information, this weekend's distribution could end up delayed or sent to the wrong account. If your information isn't properly updated across all systems, here's something that many people don't realize. Even if you don't typically file state tax returns, because your Social Security benefits aren't taxable in your state, you might still be eligible for these stimulus payments. The eligibility criteria for these weekend distributions aren't necessarily tied to tax filing status. Instead, they're often based on residency, income levels, and participation in federal benefit programs. The coordination between federal and state systems for this distribution represents a significant improvement over previous stimulus efforts, remember the complications that occurred during the first rounds of federal stimulus payments, where some Social Security recipients experienced delays or had to wait for paper checks. This time, the infrastructure has been specifically designed to prevent those issues from occurring again. For those wondering about the legal and funding framework behind these payments, each of the 9 states has allocated funds from a combination of sources. Some are using remaining federal relief funds that were distributed to states during the pandemic. Others are using state budget surpluses, and several are utilizing funds from specific state programs designed to provide economic relief to residents. The important thing to understand is that these are legitimate government payments, not scams or questionable programs. The weekend timing also serves another important purpose being just system efficiency. By processing these payments over the weekend, recipients will have immediate access to the funds on Monday morning, which coincides with the beginning of a new week when many bills are due and financial obligations need to be met. This timing is particularly beneficial for Social Security recipients who often live on fixed incomes and carefully plan their monthly expenses around their benefit payment schedules. Let's address some concerns that have been circulating online. Some people are worried that receiving these state stimulus payments might affect their federal benefits or cause complications with their Social Security payments. The good news is that these state-level stimulus payments are generally not considered taxable income for federal purposes, and they shouldn't impact your Social Security benefit amounts or eligibility for other federal programs like Medicare or Medicaid. However, it's always wise to keep records of any stimulus payments you receive, including the date, amount, and issuing agency. While these payments shouldn't affect your federal benefits, having proper documentation ensures that you can quickly resolve any questions that might arise during future benefit reviews or tax preparations. The verification process for these weekend payments has been streamlined significantly compared to previous distributions for Social Security recipients. The states are using the federal benefit databases to automatically verify identity and residency. This means that if you're receiving Social Security benefits and you live in one of the 9 eligible states, the verification process should happen automatically, without any action required on your part. But here's where things get really interesting for the future. The success of this weekend's distribution is being closely monitored by other states and federal agencies as a potential model for future relief programs. If the coordination between federal and state systems works as smoothly as planned, we could see similar programs rolled out to additional states in the coming months. The economic impact of putting $340 into the hands of eligible recipients across 9 states simultaneously cannot be understood. Economic analysts are predicting that this injection of funds will provide immediate relief for families struggling with inflation, rising housing costs, and other financial pressures that have been building throughout the year. For Social Security recipients specifically, this payment represents more than just financial relief. It represents recognition that people living on fixed incomes have been disproportionately affected by economic challenges and deserve targeted support. The fact that the Social Security Administration has actively participated in coordinating these state payments shows a level of intergovernmental cooperation that benefits everyone involved. As we head into this weekend, the anticipation is building not just among potential recipients, but also among banking institutions, payment processors, and government agencies who are all working to ensure that this distribution goes smoothly. The stakes are high because the success of this program could influence how future relief efforts are structured and implemented. If you're a Social Security recipient living in one of these 9 states, make sure your contact information is current with the SSA. Double-check that your direct deposit information is accurate, and keep an eye on your bank account starting Saturday morning. While the exact timing of when payments will appear in accounts can vary depending on your bank's processing schedule, most recipients should see the funds by Monday morning at the latest. The anticipation surrounding this weekend's payment distribution extends beyond just the immediate financial impact. This represents a new model of government cooperation and efficiency that could reshape how future relief programs are delivered to the American people. The lessons learned from this distribution will likely influence policy decisions for years to come. As we wrap up, Remember that staying informed about these opportunities is crucial for maximizing the benefits available to you. Government programs and relief efforts are constantly evolving, and being aware of what's available can make a significant difference in your financial well-being. That's why it's so important to stay connected with reliable sources of information about benefit programs, stimulus distributions, and other opportunities that could benefit you financially. This weekend's $340 stimulus distribution to 9 states, with special coordination for Social Security Administration recipients, represents more than just financial relief. It's a demonstration of what's possible when different levels of government work together efficiently to serve the people who need help most. Keep watching your accounts, stay informed, and remember that opportunities like this are why staying connected to accurate, timely information about government programs is so valuable for your financial future.